Guys, so today's video is a little different. It's my Mother's Day tribute video to 6 beautiful women I have in my life. So lady number 1 is this lovely lady. She is my mom. I can't thank her enough. She gave me life. I somewhat look like her, and yes, so she passed away when I was 9 years old. When I was 9, and God gave me 6. So God gave me 6, he took 1, and he left 5. And lady number 2, I pull it out of the phone, is my auntie Londa. She's my grandma's younger sister. And my auntie Londa passed away when I was 17 years old. She was a fun auntie that you love at parties, you love when you're younger. She's the auntie that gave me my first candy and all of that, and my grandma was really upset about that. And my auntie was the one that will help you in any time of need, like anything. She will literally give you the shirt off her back. That's my auntie. And we used to go to the beach all the time when we were younger, and we'd have like family days at the beach, and it was a really rough day at the beach, and like the waves were bad and all of that, and I just got a bathing suit. I think that bathing suit was from my mom, and it was kind of too big for me still yet. I wasn't grown in any of the areas, and my bathing suit top went up and my auntie saw that, and she was like, "Chrissy, stay there, don't move, I'm coming." And my auntie like ran, and she dove in, and she's like, "Don't move." And I was talking to my cousin Wes, who's her grandson, and he was laughing at me, and my auntie was like, "Shut up, like stop it, this is embarrassing for her enough." So my auntie tied it for me and all of that, and she's like, "Okay, you're good." And my auntie Londa was my favorite. Like, I have 2 favorite aunties, and she was one of them. And it was a hard time when she passed away because we didn't have that fun auntie anymore. So yes, so, and she was an auntie that if I wanted to get a tattoo, hands down, she would be with me. And I haven't gotten my tattoo yet because she's not here, and none of my aunties are like her. So lady number 3 is my grandma's older sister, Auntie Ling, or Auntie Marie. That's her. Like I said, she's my grandma's older sister, and she passed away when I was 20 years old. Auntie Ling was the fun / strict auntie, the one that will love you and have fun, but if you like get in trouble, she will hands down scold you, but with love. And she taught us a life lesson one time, and my sisters and I were like giving my grandma attitude, and my auntie called my grandma, and she was like, "This is what happens." And my auntie was like, "Okay, bring the girls to my office now." And my grandma was like, "We're gonna go to your auntie's office, but it's not gonna be fun. Your auntie wants to talk to you guys." And let's just say, hands down, I was terrified. Like, terrified. Like, Auntie Ling never scolded us like how she scolded us that day. And till this day, I'm 28, and I think this was like, she passed away like 8 years ago. I want to say like 9 years ago. Until that day, like, it's still in the back of my memory, and I'm like, oh my goodness, nope, not happening. She was the auntie you didn't want to get her mad. Like, nope, that was a no. You don't mess with her, you don't mess with her kids, you don't mess with her family. No, none of that, because she will be no. I remember when, like I said, I was being weird, being disrespectful to my grandma, but what is still in the back of my head was, Auntie Ling told me this: you disrespect your grandma, you're disrespecting me. And that's when I realized, wow, that was deep, 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 and I never want to do that ever again. So no matter what, the three that I just mentioned, they're no longer here with me. They're here with, no longer with me here physically, but they're here spiritually. And Mommy, Auntie Lang, Auntie Londa, I love you guys so very much, and thank you for watching over me, and I love you all. Lady number 4. I don't think my sister has a picture of her. I wasn't allowed to show a picture of her. Yeah, no more picture. Because she doesn't like, okay, my Auntie Trina does not like taking pictures. Well, she likes taking pictures, but not posting them on like social media, so I told her I wasn't going to do that. Auntie Trina is just like her mom, who's Auntie Lang, and more. I'm 28 years old, okay? If my shirt is like too low and my bra's showing, she's like, where's your tank top? If my shorts are too low, Chrissy, I can see your butt cheeks, not cute. And it's just like, Auntie Trina is the type of auntie that you'll love forever and ever and ever. And she was the auntie that was there when my mom was going through her lupus and all of that, and Auntie Trina was there for her. Not only there for her, but also there for like us too as well. She was worried about us. And I remember, like, you guys, it feels just like yesterday this was happening. When my mom passed away, Auntie Trina was the first person to find out my mom passed away, and she let us know. And she told my grandma, and my grandma told us. And till this day, like, I can see Auntie Trina's face when the hospital called her, and Auntie Trina is who I want to be when I grow up. Like, her strength is amazing. Like, she went through so much when she was a teenager, and I commend her so much. Auntie Trina taught me one thing, that I don't need a guy to get what I want in life. Like how other aunties are like, oh, you need to get married already, you need to have kids. And my auntie's like, no, Chrissy, you don't need that right now. You focus on you, and look how good you are right now in life without that. And she taught me that just to believe in myself, that if I believe in myself, I can achieve what I want to do in life. So Auntie Trina, thank you. Lady number 5 is my Auntie Shan. She's my mom's sister, younger sister, and my grandma's younger daughter. Auntie Shan and her husband, Uncle Paul, are like my second parents. When I mean that, you guys will understand. They will show me love and discipline me if I need it, like life lessons. That's my auntie. I remember when I was a teenager, my grandparents, like, they had not only me, they had my other sister too, so they had 2 of us because we're twins. And my grandma threatened both of us, I don't know how many times, that if we ever step out of bounds or anything or whatever, they're sending us to them, like shipping us to them, and that was it. And my auntie is just like my grandma. She has rules, and she like my grandma, she has rules, and if you don't follow those rules, discipline comes along. And whew, I remember I wanted to go to Marine Corps for school, and I was over Kauai. Like, Kauai was this, Kauai at the time, like, I just got a bad breakup, and I wanted to get out of Kauai. And my auntie at that time was like, okay, if you're gonna go here, you're not staying with us because we're not visiting you. She didn't mean it like that, but Honolulu, where I wanted to go, it was in Hawaii, and that was like an hour drive from where they live, and it was tough, like tough, and it made me who I wanted to be at that time. Like, I wanted to be a nurse. And my auntie's like, okay, if you want to be a nurse, this is how it's gonna be. And I got scared, and they knew I got scared, so I backed down, because not only did if I have to go to Honolulu, and go to school, I would be helping them if I lived with them in the long run. And that's what my grandma was like, okay, if you go, you go. Like, you'll have the same set of rules you have here. You have to do them at auntie's house. And at that time, I was like 17, 18. I was like, no, 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 no. I remember my auntie and uncle sitting down, and they're like, okay, Mom, here, you and Tatum, and Papa goes out. I want to talk to the girls. And this was coming from both my auntie and uncle. And they're like, okay, two things. You guys can either go to school or go to work if you guys live here. And living with my grandma and living with my auntie, you see the resemblance of them, like how they are. Their personalities are the same. And I was like, no, I'll come back with grandma. I'll go to work. And sure enough, I found an amazing job 2 years ago. And my auntie and uncle, every time they talk to my grandma, they're like, okay, Mom, how's the girls? How's Chrissy? How's Chrissy's job? Is she doing good? My grandma's like, Shani, you won't believe what happened. Like, Chrissy's doing amazing. She's going to training this. And I'm so proud. My auntie said she's so proud of me. And I am so glad that I was given Auntie Shani as my auntie. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. It's because of the 5 that I just mentioned. I saved number 6 for last. Just without crying. Number 6 is this special lady. Mentioning her right now is making me so emotional. My grandma Sally. She's somebody that you are glad you have in your life. Somebody that will, I know she doesn't like that picture, so I have to find a picture she liked. So there's big heads in the way, but you can see her. That's my grandma. Apparently I look like her too. Like, it's so weird. She's my everything. Like, when I mean everything, my everything. Like, my world revolves around Grandma Sally. I'm so blessed God gave me her as a grandma. But not just as my grandma, but also as my mom. You guys must be thinking, wait, but Chrissy, this is your mom. Yes, this is my mom. She's my birth mom. She gave me life. She sacrificed her life for me and my sister. At the age of 40 and 35, my grandma became a grandma. And at that time, she just became a grandma. And when we were 7, she was given the role to be mom again. And Papa Jeff's probably gonna hate this too, but because of these two guys, my grandma and my papa, my sister and I didn't know what a dad figure was until Papa Jeff came in, and he loved us as his own, even though we're not his real blood. Only the real is my grandma. But he taught us what's it like having a dad there. And they got to redo having kids again in their life. And it's so funny because they're at the age right now where they're getting older, and it's starting to scare me because I don't know what it would be like without them, because we've had them so long. Okay. My grandma was a type of lady that, I know we heard stories from my auntie and if my mom was alive, they would tell us, like, my grandma wasn't the best mom to them, because my grandma was young when she had them, and she redid that. Like, she got to become a mom again, second time with Darren and I, and she taught us the right way of how to live a life. She sacrificed everything when she didn't have to, when my mom was like living her own life. My grandma and my grandpa sacrificed that for us, and it's crazy to think that they didn't have to do that. She didn't have to say yes to becoming our mom again. She could have just said, nope, you can have them, they're yours, you created them, not me. And my grandma didn't. She told my mom, I will have them as my own. And sure enough, my grandma did. She's doing an amazing job at it. I'm getting emotional talking about her. But my grandma knows she's my everything, and it's because of all these 6 women I have in my life. My mom, my Auntie Londa, my Auntie Ling, my Auntie Trina, my Auntie Shannon, my grandma. It's because of them. They taught me what's it like to be a wife. They taught me what's it like being a mother. What's it like being an auntie. And I can't thank them enough. So Auntie Shani, Auntie Trina, Mom, Auntie Ling, and Auntie Londa, and Grandma, I love you guys so much. And I can't thank you guys enough for what you guys taught me. And I can't wait to teach that to my kids and my nieces or my nephews down the line. What's it like to being an independent person and how you can believe in yourself. So I'm getting all emotional talking about them. But yes, you guys, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and yes, I hope you guys enjoy my vlogs that I've been doing while we're here in Honolulu. But I pre-filmed this video in my room. So yes, I'll see you guys later.